What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining the Travel Tales and Talk podcast with Derek and Makayla. I'm Derek.
I'm Makayla.
Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. The road to Ronda. So let's start out by asking the question, why Ronda?
Oh, because there was a beautiful bridge that I saw all over social media. And you know how I am. I got to see it in person. I see it online. I got to see it in person.
So we're going to Ronda for Instagram pictures? Wow. But
do me.
I will say this. Great photographs, great photographic opportunities.
It was a breathtaking view.
And Ronda was also an overnight stop for us to our next destination. So it was like the middle point, staging area, so to speak, for our next endeavor on this trip.
Yes.
What are some things that you wish you would have known before you arrived?
Things I would have wished I knew before we arrived. I would have liked to have known the exact location of how to, like the address of how to get to the parking place to see
exact coordinates.
Yes, to see the bridge, because the bridge, it literally looks like something off of Lord of the Rings. It's
Wasn't that location a part of Game of Thrones?
Yes, there's places in there.
Okay.
They filmed for that.
I wasn't sure.
The bridge is massive. It's like the bridge over the canal. But we couldn't figure, like we asked two people and they both gave us directions.
And they both are wrong.
And they both did not take us to the parking spot at the bottom of the canal. So we had to end up walking it.
And then GPS would lead us astray.
Yes, the GPS wouldn't even take us there. So with us walking from the top of the bridge, like on top of the bridge, down to the bottom of the canal, whew,
what
man,
a step. What a walk.
It was a lot. It was a lot of stairs. It was a hike. It was a legit hike. I wasn't prepared. I had on sandals, a long flowy skirt.
Take those Instagram pictures.
Hey, don't do me. You love them pictures too, so don't play. But I would have wished
pictures.
I should have worn support tennis shoes or hiking boots. I should have brought water. And
we should have had a bag with those materials. You wear your hiking shoes down so you can change into your Instagram shoes.
Oh my goodness.
No, seriously. We were not prepared for that.
But we're not prepared because it was a hike. It was a legit hike to the bottom. And what's crazy, that view is so beautiful that you know how when you're just like on a computer or on your TV screen and like screensavers show up, the actual picture that of that bridge showed up on one of our screensavers on the TV. And I asked Derek, I said, hey, how did you get our picture on the TV? It's like, I didn't take that picture.
No, that's a screensaver. It's built into the TV.
It was built. I was like, wow, I took the exact same picture of that bridge that was in the screensaver. So, hey, it was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. And I had to stop now. Of course, going down the stairs is easier than climbing up. So
proper shoes can go a long way.
I think we had to take maybe 4 legit stops for me to catch my breath. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot.
I would have changed my workout.
Yeah, you do need to you got to be in shape.
I would have did more of the Stairmaster prior to Ronda. It's a lot of stairs. Mm-hmm. I thought we were going to park and someone would take it like a golf cart to this location.
Nope.
This is on your own.
No.
Totally on your own if you want to take this picture or see this site. Bring water. I don't think we brought water.
No, I definitely didn't.
We were totally not prepared.
I had on a T-shirt and a flowy skirt. I was cute. Don't play.
You were cute.
But, yeah, I paid for it in the end.
Yes, you did.
So some regrets that I have about, Ronda. Well, not really going to Ronda was not a regret, but not getting there sooner, not spending enough time. I underestimated, the things to do in Ronda. So we showed
beauty
up.
Of Ronda.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And we showed up around 4, didn't have a plan. Literally had no place to stay.
No plan, no hotel. You know how
hotels.
We do. We do have a plan, but we never have a hotel.
Never had a hotel. So we showed up and, I had did my research before we got there, and I said, hey, this YouTuber said, try this hotel over here. So we drove into the parking lot. I'm thinking, oh, we about to get a room. Nope. Wrong. Nope. They were like, we're booked up. I'm like, booked up? What's going on in Ronda? What is going on? Because, everyone on YouTube says Ronda is one of those places that people come in for day trips, and then they leave.
And they leave.
They don't typically stay overnight. So I wasn't
expecting to be turned
away. And then we found another hotel that was literally right off of that bridge. Like, it was built on the cliff.
It was on the side of a cliff.
Don Miguel.
The Don Miguel Hotel.
Don Miguel, and the guy, he was so sweet. We checked in. He had a room available. Now, mind you, it was that question, how many's in that room?
Yep.
And he was like, how old is your child?
Right.
And we had to get a whole bed for her. So...
Yep.
We had...
There's no getting around that. They do not play about that occupancy.
Nope. Basically, we're going to bill you as 3 adults.
Yep.
But he was sweet. Like, Ronda's a really small city. So there's not very many places to park. The streets are extremely narrow. And
they are tiny.
They're really tiny. The streets are about as wide as a staircase.
Right.
Like you would,
Because it was built for horses and buggy.
Yes, that is exactly.
Horse and buggy.
So that'll give you an idea of how narrow these streets are. Just imagine a carriage coming through, and that's how wide. So the guy parked our car for us. We didn't know where
he put this car to the next day. And the crazy part about it, when we go try to find the car, I was like, I have no idea what this car looks like.
Oh, because we had the rental car.
We had the rental car, and then I forgot the keys at the front desk. I'm like,
yeah, because he kept the keys.
I don't know what this car looks like.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. I'm like, is it a Chevy? Is it a Volkswagen? What kind of car is this? So.
Yeah, and so another regret that I have is that we did not go see the bullfighting ring in Ronda. Yeah. And
partly because we got there so late.
Yeah, we got there so late. It was only open maybe
I want to say it's like
30, 40 minutes before it closed when we got there. And we thought, oh, we'll just, come back to that, not realizing that you're talking about the oldest bullfighting ring, not just in Spain, but in the world.
Yep.
The first bullfighting ring ever. And it was beautiful from the outside, you guys. Beautiful. It was actually...
It's well maintained.
It's well maintained, but it actually appeared in one of the episodes of Game of Thrones. It was the episode when Daenerys was in the bullfighting ring and her dragon flew in. Well, it wasn't considered a bullfighting ring then, but she was in a ring and her dragon flew in and, kind of, blew the fire and protected all of them.
What season was that?
I don't know.
Never mind, because I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Maybe season 3 or 4.
I need to watch Game of Thrones.
Because the dragon wasn't full size, but it was pretty big.
Okay.
She could ride it then. But
we missed out on the underground staircase. I know you mentioned something about that, where the Spanish came in and hijacked the Moors from underground.
But I wanted to go back to the bullfighting ring right quick. Before we leave the bullfighting ring, I mentioned before that it was the first bullfighting ring in the world, but it kind of got that title on a technicality because the bullfighting ring in Seville, Spain, they actually started building that one first. But because Ronda finished theirs first and had their first corrida, which is the bullfight, they got the title of the first, the oldest or whatnot.
Yeah, that is a technicality.
Yeah, and I wish we had went to the Reserva Tauro. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's basically the place where they breed the bulls and the Andalusian horses. You guys.
That's in Ronda?
Yes, it was about 3 miles away.
Wow.
Because when we were there, I mentioned it to Derek. It's like, hey, I want to go to this farm because they let you have like a little makeshift bullfighting lesson.
That is in Ronda.
Yeah, it was in Ronda, and I could not find it. Like, I was going through my phone, like, where did I see this information? Could not find it. And we ended up missing out because I wanted to see the Andalusian horses, too, because the horses are beautiful.
I just heard that on my Duolingo.
Yeah.
I listened to a podcast, Duolingo, and they just talked about that, and I was like, how did I overlook that?
Yeah, it was, yes. And I think it was only €7 or something. It was very inexpensive.
Yeah, very inexpensive.
And you get to see the bulls that they raise.
The bulls they raise, the horses too.
Yep.
Oh.
Less than 3 miles away. So we definitely, we did. Oh.
We dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, we played around with Ronda. So much so.
Yes.
So much so. We're going to come back to, you want to tell them how we.
What?
About you driving around Ronda?
Not yet. Driving around Ronda was frustrating. It got my pressure up, as Grandma would say.
Look, you couldn't tell me we weren't 007 agents up in Ronda.
Man, those streets are so tiny and compact, and GPS is 50-50 with Ronda. It's like, maybe this is a street, maybe it's not. Roll the dice. So be careful.
But back to what you were saying about the underground staircases. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
No. Because I saw different, when I was doing my research about the staircase, I got different information. You were telling me that the Spanish came in through that staircase to invade the city, and I got something totally different.
Okay, well, tell me what you got.
Well, I got that the staircase just takes you down to see the river.
Yes.
And it didn't mention anything about an invasion from the Spanish to take over.
Well,
maybe I went to a bad site. I don't know.
Maybe. Look, don't quote me on it, but all I do remember is that somebody came in through the river and they used those stairs to come up and take over the town.
Right. That's how they got in.
Yeah. Ferdinand. It's under Ferdinand and Isabella.
Yeah. We'll have to circle back
the same king and queen that financed Columbus's voyage to where we live in the United States.
To the New World.
To the Americas, right? To the Americas. Well, Columbus didn't come up here.
No.
South America.
He was Caribbean. Yeah.
Ooh. We got to do our research, y'all. Apologies.
We got to do more of it. It's a lot of information out there. A lot of information. You got to figure out what's true, what's not, what's hearsay, what's fact. Yes.
But I do know that they came in on the water and they used those staircases to come up.
Yeah.
Because it's, Ronda is built into a cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, cliffside. That's where we stayed.
Yes, because our Hotel Don Miguel, why I love it so much, is we were literally on a cliff. We had big, huge
windows
that you can sit in, little bay windows. They were kind enough to put bars on them because we were hanging over
the cliff.
Yeah, the cliff. We were hanging over the canyon. Like water flowed underneath us. And
we could hear it.
Yeah, it was so beautiful that night we slept with those windows open and just listened to the rushing water.
Yeah. No intruders were going to climb up,
no
so
intruders.
We were good.
Look, if they climb up that cliff, they deserve to get in.
They can take us. They can take us. So we're on the road to Ronda. So we're coming from Corvida to get to Ronda, and then we come across our infamous European signs, street signs, and we saw 120 miles per hour. Wrong. It's not 120 miles per hour. It's 100 kilometers.
Kilometers per hour. Which is about 73, 70.
I thought I was going to be able to do 120. I was like,
no.
Ooh, I'm going to smoke these tires. I was wrong. Glad I didn't, because I did not want that speeding ticket.
Yeah, we cannot stress enough that please, if you're going to drive in a foreign country, you gotta study those traffic laws and their signs. Pull up their signage.
Yeah, pull it up.
So important.
Because they're not, once again, they're on the metric system.
Oh, yeah.
And we're on the imperial system here in the States. So that'll get you. Because on the interstate to Sevilla, I saw, 90. I was like, oh, that's not 90 miles per hour. I have to keep reminding myself it's not miles per hour. So.
No. Because you know how some cars will have both.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know our cars
You can
in the States. Or not even like, I know like the rental cars here will have kilometers and miles. They're on the same. But I don't think there were any in Spain.
It was all.
It was not both.
In KM. And we had to Google it. Okay, 120 is 73, 74 miles per hour. So be aware. That's a call out there. And on this road to Ronda, Michaela's driving, following GPS once again, and we make a wrong turn down a one-way. And that's where we come across our friend.
Oh, okay. So like we mentioned in a previous episode, they have these pueblos blancos, like these white towns. And we come through one, and they're white towns because all the buildings are white, and they're painted white because it gets so hot down there that, white is a cool color. So the cars are white, the building is white, everything's white, okay? And it's beautiful from the road.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm driving, my GPS is telling me to go this way, and then this guy pulls over, and he's like...
This is after you make the wrong turn.
I made a wrong turn because I was about to go head on to him. I think he said...
That's how he knew. Hey, they're lost. They have no idea where they're going.
He says, let me help you. Where are you going? And I said, to Ronda. He says, okay, follow me. Now, all this is in Spanish, right?
Keep in mind he said, follow me.
He said it. Sígame, right? Follow me. And, man, I start following him. But then my GPS tells me to turn left. He's going straight.
You just turn.
And I was like, I'm going to turn left.
I'm turning.
He might be leading us to our death. I don't know. So I turn. And then next thing I know, I'm going down the street, and this man cuts us off. He was like, follow me. I said, follow me. And I was like, you know what? Because at that time... we did hit a wrong turn.
No,
like GPS was trying to turn us.
They were doing construction in the town. That road was blocked, so we couldn't go that way.
Right,
and he knew that.
Right, and then the constructions did not show up on GPS. So after that, I said, let me follow this man, and the man legit got us out of the town. And when he got to the last turn, he pulled over to the gas station and said, this is it. You just keep going and you make it to Ronda.
Keep straight.
Hasta luego. Yeah. I was like, wow, thank you.
This man cut us off.
Did.
I said follow me.
He sure did. If I felt like the 5-0 was pulling us over, we needed a ticket. He was like, boom. Like, if I hadn't slammed on my brakes, we would have hit this man. He was serious about helping us.
This man cut us off.
He sure did.
He's like, no.
He sure did. He got us real good. So then we get to Ronda, and I'm following this GPS. And then we get down one of the really narrow streets. And I was like, okay, Derek, GPS says turn right here to the right. And Derek was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm positive. And Derek was like, are you sure? I was like, yes, look at the screen. It says
okay, I'm
turn
turning
right here. And then so we turn, and the car goes, it goes, and then I look.
Oh, no.
And we are on
stairs.
A flight of stairs. Derek has pulled the car on a flight of stairs. And he was like, at that time, we were only down the first 3 steps.
Ooh, there's still too many steps to be down.
and then he tries to reverse it. And every time he throws the car into reverse, we go down more steps. By the time he finally just quit, we were almost to the bottom of this flight of stairs.
We're not that far down.
But what's crazy is that the flight of stairs is in between 2 streets. It was very odd because at the bottom of the stairs, there were cars parked.
No, at the bottom of the stairs, there's a road.
Yeah, it's like that road butts up to these stairs, and there was cars parked right there. I didn't know.
Which is part of the reason why I turned, because I saw the cars.
Yeah.
So I assumed
it was just another hill.
Just a hill.
Because like I said, Ronda is built on a cliff. It's built on a mountain. It's a hill. So all the roads are very hilly. So we were elevated, and then when you look to that right, we just saw cars at the bottom.
Right.
We thought it was just another road. We didn't realize it was a flight of stairs. So there was no barricade at the top of these stairs, nor the bottom.
No crazy European signage or nothing.
And so Derek is just sitting there. He's yelling, hitting the steering wheel. Oh, I'm telling on you. He had a complete meltdown.
I had a meltdown because I thought I had just bought a rental car.
Yeah.
I just figured, you know what? We're going to tear this car up so much. that they're gonna make us buy this rental car.
And he don't. I just knew he was gonna burn up the clutch. And then the killing part about it, there were locals just walk past us, mean mugging
like you stupid foreigners.
Yes. And then there was this couple that we saw them before we made that right turn. We saw this couple coming up the street. And when they saw us go down the flight of stairs, they just stood. They stopped at the top of the stairs and just watched us.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if the woman had a box of popcorn, she would have been eating it.
I was watching. I was waiting for them to pull out their camera. I'm like, they're gonna record this. This is gonna be all over social media. That turned my intensity up too. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go viral.
And then I was embarrassed. My man in here screaming like a child. Lana Rose in the backseat, like, what is going on? And I don't know if you asked for help or what, but
no, I asked for help. I got out and said, hey man, look, we don't really drive stick shifts in America.
Does he speak English? Did the guy
he
speak
spoke English?
Okay.
He spoke English. I said, we don't really drive stick shifts in America. I can drive it. I can't figure this out. Yeah. Can you help me? He's like, yeah, I can help you. He said, no, if I burn up the clutch, you're not going to be mad. Like, nope, not at all.
And me and the wife, once again, just like the Frenchman and the wife, we're two wives standing on the corner just laughing. And I shouldn't have been laughing, but, you can laugh or cry. You got to laugh or cry. We were on a flight of stairs. And we're just sitting there watching these two men in the car. And lo and behold, the guy got the car back on the road.
Yes.
He did it. Now, it smelled like burnt toast.
The car was on fire. The car was on fire. Something was burning. Because he had to get the RPMs up.
Yeah.
He put it in. He put the e-brake on, got the RPMs up, put in reverse, then dropped the e-brake, and it just rolled back up. So I wasn't letting the RPMs get up to move it backwards. So that's what he did. I watched the entire time because if this happens again, I will be prepared.
That is crazy. But just beware. I wish we knew in Ronda that there could be stairs and you wouldn't know it. So drive with caution.
What I know about Ronda is you can't drive on the stairs. Just don't drive on the stairs. Stairs are not meant for cars.
No.
I do wonder how those cars got to the bottom of those stairs.
Yeah, it had to been a road to get
there
some kind of way.
We had to go around somehow, but don't take the stairs.
No.
So that's when we decide. Actually, that's when we decide we need a room. I'm so frustrated. I don't want to drive. I want to get out of this car. So that's when we find the hotel, and then we find the bridge. The bridge too far.
Which, by the way, the bridge is down the street from the bullfighting ring. Mm-hmm. Okay,
they're on the same street.
Yeah, they're on the same street, and the bridge is called the Old Bridge. Now, mind you, this bridge, like I told you, looks like it came straight out of a Lord of the Rings movie. Mm-hmm. The bridge was built when? Do you?
I remember because I kept hearing people say the old bridge, and I said, well, how old? No, they said the new bridge. I'm like, okay, was it like 1900, 1925, like 1751? I said that doesn't count as a new bridge.
Yes.
Come on.
This bridge was built in the 1700s.
Yeah. The new bridge was built in
It's the new bridge.
1751.
So Don Miguel is right on the bridge. Like, it's the last building
before you fall
off the cliff into the water. Yeah. So if you're looking for a nice, affordable hotel, Don Miguel, and they have an amazing restaurant.
Yep.
In there. The food was so delicious. I was a little addicted to the chorizo.
Mm-hmm. They had a good one.
So the chorizo, and they had delicious chorizo. So.
But let's talk about our walk to the bridge to take these Instagram pictures.
What about it?
What you mean? What about it? We took the walk down all these steps, and it was a lot of freaking steps.
It was, I don't know, a couple hundred steps.
It was way too many. And then we get to take the pictures, and you want to take pictures on the edge of a cliff.
Oh, stop it.
You were on the edge of a cliff talking about, okay, I'm going to, I was like, baby,
are we doing this now?
Can you come a little closer?
It looked like I was close to the edge. I was not. I had my child with me. I was going to put her in danger.
You were on the edge of the cliff. You remember the pictures, the platform? there's nothing there. It's just like a straight drop. And we had to get a picture of this. I was like, I don't know if I want to take this picture, baby. What if we trip? And we're done for.
You went down there, though.
I did go down.
Don't
I did take pictures. We did do all that.
Don't be trying to throw me under the bus.
For the sake of an Instagram photograph.
No.
We almost died.
Ask me, have I posted this picture on said Instagram? No,
Not
it was
yet.
for my enjoyment.
Oh,
okay, so in our home, we have this wall. When you walk into our house, the first room we have nothing in there but a desk and a large piano. And then behind the piano, it's just a wall, almost floor to ceiling of just pictures. And these are pictures from our trips. Mm-hmm. And I just, I was thinking about putting that picture on that wall.
At any cost.
And it was not at any cost. It was just beautiful. I just want to remember, beautiful time.
It wasn't an easy picture to take, baby.
It was not.
It was not an easy
I was questioning
set of
myself.
pictures to take.
When on our walk up those flights of stairs, I was really questioning, like, man, was it really worth it? Now, yeah, it was worth it. Because that view was stunning.
It was.
And then the sun was starting to set. It was beautiful.
Because you're going up a cliff.
Literally going up a cliff.
You go down and you got to come back up that cliff. Yeah, they have stairs, but it's a workout.
Yeah, and like I said, I had on my little giddy girl sandals. I was cute.
And a flowy dress.
Sure was.
Like,
I was cute.
that is not designed for hiking these stairs.
But you like my flowy dress.
I did.
Okay,
you
now.
looked good that day.
Thank you. Gracias.
And after this workout, we decided to get, was it dinner then? Yeah, it was dinner.
Yeah, we had to get something to eat.
Yeah. And that's when we went to that, I guess it's on the Cliffside restaurant.
I don't remember the name of the restaurant.
We don't want to remember the name of the restaurant.
Yeah, because that was our first time. Now, mind you, we had just taken this hike.
We were tired.
Like we needed water.
We're thirsty.
And so when
hungry.
we went in, first thing, I saw that there was a table available outside. You have restaurants have tables outside. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
no, I'm sorry, on the patio.
On the sea. And then when I asked them, the lady was like, there are no seats outside. There's none available. So she had me questioning my Spanish. I'm like, did I ask her wrong in Spanish? Because clearly we saw some available seating.
At least
but
3.
No, she brought us in and brought us all the way to the back.
In the corner.
We were in the cut. But I didn't complain because there was a
nice
big
view.
We had a nice view of the canyon, of that cliff we just climbed down. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm not going to complain. We're going to sit right here. And there's a gentleman came over, took our order for drinks. So we got us some drinks. My favorite, Coke sin azúcar.
Mm-hmm. And Monroe's got the Fanta.
Yep, an orange Fanta. That was her drink.
Like orange juice. Yeah. It's not like our Fanta here. It's different. Yeah.
But make a long story short, we were just sitting there, going through our pictures and,
recapping the day.
Yeah, recapping the day, the stairs and everything. And before we know it, almost an hour creeped up on us, and we had not ordered our food.
She hadn't come by or anything.
Yeah, so the server, the one that told me, no, you can't sit out front, but you can sit right here in the corner, did not come to take our order. And so Derek, you want to tell them?
I was watching her the entire time. So there were couples to the left and there was a couple behind us. She was serving those guys. Mm-hmm. And she'd come back, refill their drinks, brought them their food. And we were just chit-chatting, drinking water, sodas, whatever. Time flew by and I said, hey, she just keeps walking by. So eventually I just look at her and flag her down. She looks me right in my face and starts to walk towards us and just keeps on walking to the table beside us and serves them. I'm like, okay, I got you. You don't want to serve us. It's all right. And that's when I mentioned to you, I'm not paying for this. We should just leave. Yeah. And you were like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, no, I want to do that.
No, we couldn't just walk out. First of all, she did not serve us our drinks, and that would have been 100% stealing. And I ain't trying to get locked up in no foreign country over no soda, over no Coca-Cola sin azúcar.
Okay. When you do what she did, that means you don't see us, right? So therefore, you're not going to see me walk out.
And then the killing part about it, when we did finally leave, she was on the front, standing in front of the table that I saw empty, smoking a cigarette. I was like, okay, girlfriend.
And the guy, I guess he's the bodyguard. I don't know what he does, but he stands on the porch. He even spoke and said, adios.
Right.
So it was just her. Yep. But I don't know why the manager didn't realize, these people are leaving because poor service.
Yeah.
Discrimination.
I mean, the place was crowded, but you know what? I'm actually glad.
Crowded, but everyone else got their food. Everyone around us.
But guess what? Guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to cry about that because I'd rather her ignore us than to get our food and play in it.
Yeah.
So she did me a favor, but she actually did us a favor because that's when we walked back to our hotel and realized, we forgot they have a restaurant right here, and not only was that restaurant like better, it had a better view. Like we were, like I said, right on the canal. Yeah. We had the beautiful bridge to our backside. It was just. It was very romantic. Was it?
Yes, it was. And you could see the countryside from where we were. You could just see for miles.
And then, like, on that bridge, like I said, horse and buggy. And they legit had horse and buggy. And the horse had bells on them. And it was just such a magical.
It was relaxing.
It was very relaxing. The food was top tier. So the Don Miguel restaurant, you guys, you got to eat there.
Yeah, if you stay there, eat there.
And then sit there at sunset when the lights come on and you have the Illuminati. It's just so beautiful.
Yes.
And the waiters, excellent.
First class. I believe the waiter was trying to hit on you, talking about how good your Spanish was.
Hey.
I'm impressed with your Spanish. Espanol.
Stop hating.
I was like, hold up, bro. Cut it out.
So,
I heard you. I can understand a little bit. You're trying to hit on my wife. What's wrong with you?
You're so silly.
And that's when we got, and they had good sangria too.
Yes, Derek has a thing that wherever we go, he has to get sangria.
In Spain, I'm comparing sangrias.
The best sangria I ever had was in Portugal.
No.
That's my opinion.
It's in Córdoba.
Córdoba. Okay.
Whatever.
That's your opinion.
Yeah. So after dinner, it's time to wind down because we have a quote-unquote dangerous walk tomorrow. We're going on another hike.
Yes, Caminito del Rey, which is the reason why we stayed in Córdoba. I mean, in Ronda.
Yeah.
Because the Caminito del Rey was like a 40-minute drive
right
away.
Outside of Ronda,
Yeah, from our hotel. So we had to go ahead and turn in because we needed to get up around 5 a.m.
We needed to turn in. We needed to pray.
To make this ride because the gates opened for us. Was it 7 a.m., 8 a.m.?
I think our tickets were for 8:15. But we got up early because we thought we were going to eat breakfast, but nothing was open.
Nothing in Ronda was open. So you got to keep that in mind.
Yeah. So, and then we figured, I assumed on the way there, we can stop. Nothing was open. And then I assumed once again poorly that when we got there, the restaurant would be open or the little shop. The shop was open, but didn't serve nothing but drinks.
Yeah. So one thing you want to keep in mind if you're driving in Spain, if you rent a car, when you're driving in the States, we normally have like gas stations here or like a Buc-ee's.
Right. A rest stop.
Rest stop. You're right. We never came across a rest stop.
Not a one.
There was none.
Not a one.
In Andalusia. However, the countryside views, beautiful, especially when you pass those Pueblos Blancos in the morning with the sun rising. Oh, you're talking about my sunrise experience was just amazing.
And that's when you wanted me to slow down and take pictures of these
windmills.
These windmills up against the mountains.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I will give you that.
It was beautiful.
You trying to hang out the car. I'm like, Magala, what are you doing?
You was driving too fast.
Why do you want to hang out the car?
Hey, anything.
It's not worth it.
I love pictures. I love pictures.
She like, slow down. I'm like, it's a line of cars behind us.
There was no cars behind us.
They're going to run us off the road.
There was no cars behind us.
I have video.
Okay.
I have video proof. So that is the road to Ronda. We're winding down, and we're going to head to where we're headed on the next day.
Caminito del Rey.
So we got to rest up because we got a long hike in front of us, another long hike in front of us, an amazing hike in front of us, awesome hike. So until next time, we'll talk to y'all later.
Ooh, if you made it this far, you are the true champion. You could have been anywhere, doing anything, but you instead chose to spend your time with us, and for that, we say thank you.
I'm Derek.
I'm Makayla. Rate, like, and subscribe. Do good, be good. Until next time.